Alrighty, welcome back to FSL AOV. This is the last series for today. We have SES or SES ladies versus GGWP ladies. Man, both teams have abbreviations. But the pick so far for the blue side, we have Fennec and Wonder Woman making her debut for the day. For the side of GGWP ladies, we have Diao Chan and Sephora.
Very impressive again that we are still seeing a lot of girl power picks as well. And the heroes that they're picking. Of course, we are your casters. I'm Rockhart on the guy voice.
And I am Yuko on the girl voice.
And we are loading up into the draft already. We missed the ban again for SES ladies. Not sure if they're really forcing that. That could be a possible thing. Or whether or not they just missed that out. Either way, they will still keep on picking Annette. Still high in contention, even Fennec right now for SES ladies. Being hovered, literal girl power. I don't know if Fennec's a girl or a guy, but I'm gonna go for girl.
Yeah, let's just go with the girl. Liliana making a debut on this series yet again. Liliana is a pretty good pick so far in this meta. Lindis though being hovered for the opposite side.
GGWP ladies are still going for full girl power here as well. The bans are going to be something that they need to think about as well. If you have a lot of Diao Chan, but if you have the Diao Chan and Sephora double support power, you will want to get a few solid tanks. You want to get Lumber, you want to get a Crash, you want to get anyone solid for the front. Of course, Florentino going to be banned for the meantime. Stop some of that diving potential as well from SES ladies.
I actually don't see Crash being picked up today so far. I guess they have other priorities over there.
Yeah, I think so too. I feel like it's also a bit of a waste, but it's okay though. Crash is one of my favorite heroes, but still, there are a lot of heroes that can still serve the same role of a tank. I feel like Baldum still does a lot of the bannings as well. So, not surprised at all about the current pickings that we have. Also, removing a Scud. Now, Scud is not what I would ban out for the first rotation, but maybe it's a favorite hero of one of the people in SES ladies. I mean, GGWP ladies, maybe you have some idea why that happened. Removing the Omen is also pretty good. It also works well for GGWP because they don't want those dive heroes as well.
First, if they do let a dive hero open, that could disrupt their setup or their positioning in the map. So let's just see what or how will this first new series and first new game pan out. Of course, do not forget to share the live stream, guys. A hover on Richard. Possible, I guess. He is quite okay with the lineup that GGWP ladies has.
Yeah, Richter is one of those heroes that are pretty sustainable as well. Can keep the mid lane busy as well a lot because he likes to rotate really often. However, Ryoma gonna be the one to be locked in by GGWP this time around. That's pretty strong damage output. They're focusing all of their efforts on the just pure damage output and not even minding too much about sustainability or survivability here. So that goes to show that maybe the GGWP ladies want to go and end this as quick as possible.
I mean, yeah, the damage output is quite high and really lethal, but I don't recommend a 100% full-on damage composition because, of course, you would want someone to tank the damage or you'd want someone that will support or sustain you. But I guess GGWP ladies' draft and tactic or plan is just different, and hopefully it'll work for them.
Yeah, pretty much the same on the other side as well. Diving by the Kriknak and Aerie, very lethal. Same with the Liana. Only the Annette basically keep them alive. Ara on the last pick for GGWP ladies. Exactly what you want, especially in this game where tanks are very scarce.
Yes.
So no one to pick tanks and no one to actually be that
10 seconds remaining.
divey. Except for maybe the Irie and Kriknak on the left for SES ladies. Other than that, all of these ingredients combined together should turn into a pretty solid recipe for disaster here.
A solid recipe for disaster indeed. But of course, we are gonna see which recipe will be the one that will be delicious or who will win the series for today. Again, this is the last series for today. And show your love and support to the teams that you love. Is it gonna be SES or will it be GGWP? We will find out in a bit as our ladies load into the game. And of course, do not forget to like this page, FSL. This is AOV.
That's right. Right now, I feel like a lot of the focus here is going to be keeping everyone alive outside of SES. At the same time, diving. A lot of really scary heroes to dive. That Cricknack, that Irie. And at the same time, there's just one tank on the side of GGWP. So we're going to have to wait and see if that's going to make a difference as we load into the game here for Game 1. SES ladies versus GGWP ladies.
Alrighty, so here we go. Early game already in. Both teams are just gonna keep it cool, be conservative, and let's just go with the team rundown in a bit. But first, so far, I like how these two teams, up the meta or change things. I mean, usually we're fond of 1, 2, or maybe 3 core damages and just 2 solid 2 supports or tanks, but they don't care, like tank what, support who, let's just go with full on damage.
Especially on the side of SES ladies, want to get a lot of that damage early on as well as some of that items just so they can make the team just go quicker. Just get the team do damage quicker, and the top lane here for SES being the primary focus, GGWP, although it is very difficult to destroy an Irie early on. So not going to be resulting to much yet because of that.
Surprisingly, I think we won't be seeing a long game in this game, right? Because they're more balanced and more, how can I say this? The power spike usually just goes online, or you can feel it at the mid game.
Yeah.
So low other half of the early game, that's where these teams need to be able to rotate our side. But Nike gets caught out, but was able to get away, able to go under the turret. That was a lot of resources burned actually for SES.
Yeah, 3 people, actually 4 people, looking towards the bottom side of the map here for SES. Of course, they're leaving up a lot on the top for GGWP ladies, but looks like they will be able to at least deal with that for the meantime. Cricknack will be the primary focus here. GGWP is going to be able to dash on out of there, keep everyone alive. Sephira, scary, that water wall really locks people in, so I feel like that really will be the one that we have to watch out for on the red side.
Sephira really doing a really good, having a great time so far supporting her team. Abyssal Dragon being tapped by Malaya right here along with the keep, but they don't see Lunox right there just at the brushes waiting. But she does get spotted out.
Of that, of course, Abyssal Dragon going over to the red side here, dive in by GGWP, still has a lot left here. They want to go with the team fights. Of course, that Lindis will still want to farm up even more. That's just what he's good at. Early game.
Alright, so these girls, alright, they don't actually want to go with full-on fights. They're more of a, let's just go with the funneling or just the turret. I mean, that's the vibe that I'm getting. They don't want to go overconfident or just overextend. Okay, this is high, but Keep apparently is right there as well. The moment they saw that there were 2 people at the top lane, okay, let's just back out.
Yeah, they want to back out and just keep everyone just in vision, not necessarily wanting to engage, but just keeping everyone in check, not giving away too much, at the same time just trying to farm some gold at the same time. However, GGWP, of course, they are a little bit ahead. Faster move speed and faster rotations coming in from Sephira and the Lindis.
And speaking of Sephira, I think here at the bot lane though, they actually spotted 3 people from SES ladies, but they were able to disengage just as quickly. But they are able to clear, but GGWP ladies are able to clear out the wave there near their turret.
Yeah, that could have been really, really bad here, but of course they still keep everyone alive. Again, that is the point of the SES ladies' composition. Keep them alive long enough until their dives become just so lethal, especially for the Cricknack and the Irie. And as long as they can do that, man, maybe the fan can have a better time. Have a free hit. Bottom lane on the turret, maybe on the hero.
I don't think this Neki's having a free hit at the bot lane since she is being immensely pressured under turret. Nick's Shine just gonna clear out with the Liliana right here. Well, things are actually pretty slow pace here comparing to what the series that we have earlier.
Yep, they still want to go and take the team fight if possible. 4 men down on the bottom side for the GGWP ladies.
Ooh,
Could be
Lunox.
scary. They did a lot of damage onto the turret, but that basically was just scaring off the SES ladies so they can have the ability to go for the Abyssal Dragon.
Surprisingly, GGWP ladies aren't afraid. Wait, they did secure the Abyssal Dragon. They're not afraid of throwing and burning out resources just to make sure that they will be able to zone out SES.
Yeah, SES looking a lot of a formidable composition whenever they don't get what do you call this? Overwhelmed by their numbers. Top lane as well, they're splitting up really nicely. Irene versus Crickneck on the Tara.
So close, that was so close. I thought they were actually gonna bag the kill right there, but that was a really nice try from the sides of SES, other members of GGWP though. Here at the mid lane, clearing out the waves, they weren't able to wait. They dove in, but Liliana able to back away. Sephora using her skill, and then look at the damage output from GGWP, but it is not enough because SES was able to disengage.
SES now on the brink of being pushed back by GGWP ladies. Especially just Lindis has been farming on the jungle non-stop for the last 6 minutes. Solid items as well here. No kills and no deaths happening, but you can definitely see the direction the gold is taking at this point.
Alright, I won't be surprised if this could possibly be the longest game or series for today because, man, they're just taking their sweet time, just, soaking in on the jungle and then slowly rotating over to maybe top, mid, or bottom. But Bell gets spotted out there, able to get away though. That was so close, like literally so close because there were 2 of them at the top lane.
Tara trying to go for proxy jungle, proxying the lane rather, across the jungle, gonna be pushed back by the SES ladies once more, and GGWP. They're having a really fun time rotating around the map and getting a lot of the jungle camps here, which is very, very important here in keeping the gold in their side.
Well, SES though trying to invade, but GGWP is just 1 or 2 steps ahead of them. They're trying to steal it. No, it's ours.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty easy tower on the mid lane as well. That's very gonna be stunned up, and the Craig Knight trying to go for the dive, not happening anytime soon. Even though they are in good position and the GGW ladies are very low, they're still very hesitant and very reluctant to go for the kill.
Yes, they are. I mean, they're, from what I can say, they're pretty neck to neck, or they're just on par because what if they do try and get a kill, but they weren't able to maybe get the proper initiate or the proper timing, they back away. That goes for both teams, except maybe here at the top lane, they don't care about the enemy apparently. They just want to go straight to the top lane, but first blood finally being popped right here. That first blood going over to SES lane.
That's the power of the Irie and the Kirknat duo. However, they will be revenged on by Keep on that Lindis. And although, of course, SES ladies do bag that Abyssal Dragon, a very big and important objective, they are still behind by a little amount, but they are going in the right direction.
Going in the right direction indeed. Bell though, why are they not noticing me? They only won the top lane turret. Bell gets stunned, but after that, the SES ladies just get away.
Okay.
Well, Bell is a pretty tanky pick, so I guess that's why SES just didn't put much attention to her.
Yeah, I feel like that's actually the reason why you want to just get a tank there at least. Even although he is a tank, he does do a lot of damage if the game goes on long enough. So that sounds like something like a late game insurance policy as well for GGWP. Now they are doing a lot of pushing and they are shoving lanes very heavily against SES.
Speaking of shoving here, we could see Bell being shoved, but Brown just probably, trying to zone him out. Burned a lot of skills for that though, and Bell just gonna clear out the wave right here.
Okay. It's a lot of damage being outputted by GGWP. They are still putting up a lot of threats on the map.
Yes, yes, they are. Okay, let's just see what will happen in a bit. We're gonna go straight into the game.
Yeah, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We experienced a bit of a crash here, I think, on the application. So for the meantime, again, what you saw there, guys, is basically just SES ladies and GGWP going hard against each other. SES, they're keeping the game in check fairly heavily. So I'm not sure what happened there. The game crashed. I'm gonna try to get some info, and we're gonna get loaded up soon. So far so good for SES. Although they are getting pushed back very heavily, GGWP, they don't have full control of the map just yet.
Just yet.
So there is still time for them to get back in the game. Something that we're gonna have to wait and see if that is going to happen, or whether or not, you know, GGWP are just gonna come out on top here over the blue side. So we're gonna get loaded up into the game shortly. And don't forget, if you haven't shared the stream, please do share it already, so that we can have more people here adore good old-fashioned Arena of Valor being performed and being played by our female esports players.
Of course. And again, going back to that game, they're like what I've been saying. They're pretty fair, but I noticed that they have 2 or 3 picks that just being immersed into the jungle camp. So mid game, that's where things will start to be interesting.
Right. And we are back right now. It looks like SES ladies are having a hard time defending against GGWP here. For the meantime,
GGWP ladies actually securing and eyeing this Dark Slayer non-contested, most probably because SES ladies is quite far. But wait, Brown is right there. Will she be able to steal it? Apparently not. The answer is no. Nice try though, but that is another objective going over to GGWP.
GGWP, that goal lead is pretty big considering they are the composition that has some pretty solid late game powers as well in the Lindis, in the Ryoma, and in that Taara.
Well, right here, she doesn't care even though she's alone or in the front line because she is super tanky. But 3 people here make that 4 at the bottom along with Tifera. But the top lane though being cleared out just as quickly onto the side of GGWP ladies. They're eyeing that last turret. They want to put a hold onto SES ladies' space. Will they be able to do it though? Of course, SES, they will not let it go without a fight. But mid lane, now the next target for GGWP, and look at the right there. GGWP, they are storming towards SES ladies' space. They don't care. Red super minions already deployed, but the sustain from Mr. Fair is apparently really immense. Good, Miss Shine says goodbye, and that was a 4-for-none trade in favor of GGWP.
Only that Fennec alive. I don't think this is going to be a possible defense here. And that Crystal going down really quickly, 1-0 in favor of GGWP ladies. Very impressive game there coming from the red side squad. 8,000 gold early on. Something that you that really does. That's usually the sign that a team really has everything locked down, like the mechanics and just the fast rotations that we've seen from GW. SES, I have to commend them. They were really keeping up, even though the early game prospects were not that good. I mean, the kill score, look at that, it's only 1-7.
1-7.
But it was still very impressive to see that they kept it up that late on in the game.
It was because both teams are just focusing on getting their objectives, and the farm are denying their enemies of funneling or itemizations, which worked. I mean, it's not all about the flashy KDAs or the flashy movements when there is a team fight. What matters is you will be able to bag or get that win for your team.
That's right. So far so good here again for SES. Like they did a pretty good job as well in keeping GGWP lead. And of course, GGWP still came out on top there.
Actually, I won't be surprised if we're gonna see a game 3 in this series. I mean, that was too close. Like, SES had the advantage, but I guess it's just that one small, mediocre mistake that costed them the game.
It was pretty odd to see that as well. Like, so much of that was just fast rotations. Not necessarily just fighting when it comes to like how well they team fight, because both teams they team fight really really well.
Oh yeah.
I just want to say that it was not easy for the SES ladies composition to survive. But you know what, they somehow managed to do it, at least for a while there.
Yep, for a while. But again, of course, this is a best of 3. SES ladies still have the chance to bag the game in game 2. But what will happen? Will they have more tricks up their sleeves? We will wait and see as we wait for them to load into the lobby. But of course, like the FSL page, share the live stream, tag your friends, and show the team that you love all the support and motivation that you want to show them.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful to see. As well, that the SES ladies were able to at least show us that they're not easy targets to take down. Although that should have been, I feel like they really should have been an easy target. But they still managed to just really hit it off. And unfortunately, you know, they were stopped right there on their tracks. We'll have to wait to see if they can make a comeback. Always possibility. But before we go into the game, of course, we just want to show you
the brackets.
The bracket.
This is the updated version of the brackets, guys. So if the team that you're supporting is on that middle part of the bracket, then they won. They are gonna live to see another day in FSL AOV qualifiers.
That's right. That, of course, is gonna be happening tomorrow. So of course, this is gonna be our last game. We're gonna have to wait and see which of these gals are gonna be coming in. Of course, there's also another game happening, by the way, in the Bahasa stream, Off Limits versus Sweet Hurts, and hopefully we can also get some of the scores as well later. I'm gonna try to get that as soon as possible.
Of course we will. Let's just wait for our upper people to tell us the info right here. So of course, again, we are just waiting for the next game to load. Sit back, relax, and wait for the next game to come back. And of course, also show us what team or what are the things or plays that you love in that game 1.
Yeah, guess you gotta slow things down. You know, just keep low profile. Don't count SES ladies as of yet. Don't count them out yet. And try to see what kind of changes do they need to actually make in that draft. What do you think?
Well, I think they need more frontliners or tankier frontliners. I mean, the draft itself was okay, so I guess they need a little more tweaking. But if I were to tell them to focus on something in game, it would be the fact that they should try to keep GGWP ladies at bay, because during the last 10 minutes, I think, or 5 minutes of the game, GGWP just stormed toward their base. Like, they left the top lane open. So when they realized that GGWP was trying to take down the last turn at the top lane, they tried to respond to that. But the moment they did respond, members were at the mid lane, and they were able to put a hole onto their base at the mid lane.
That's right. So, I feel like that will be something that they can keep in mind. Again, don't play no tanks if you can't really sustain long enough. We're gonna go straight into the game here. Game 2 for GGW ladies versus SES ladies. Go ahead into there right now.
Yep. This is match point for our last series today. Again, SES ladies versus GGWP ladies. Both ladies, apparently. So share the live stream. This could possibly be the last game for today.
Very quickly, removing the RC and the Lindis. They've already done their number on the Lindis. Apparently, they don't want to use that anymore. And stopping the SES from using that, picking that up as well, is pretty big if you think about it. GGWP removing the Yao Chan. Get a lot of female heroes being removed for contention. I feel like that's been a popular trend in a lot of our teams today. Just go for the girl power in game, and of course the players themselves.
Yep. If they're gonna go with girl power, might as well go all in up until their picks, right?
Yeah, that's right. Right now. Yes, 2 possible picks here. Hayate being given away. Scylla. Now Sephara did do a great job in just keeping the GGWP ladies alive in that game. Even though there were a lot of times where they could have been dove in by the Aerie and Crixie, it did not work out well because of course they had great support to back them up. However, this time around, of course, Sephara will have the help of Florentino to help with the diving as well.
Oh no, Florentino actually left open, so let's see how SES ladies will play around with that pick. Sephara, like what you said, performed really well in game 1. So it's all about the sustain and the timing that you should protect your teammates. Annette, Hover, and Crixie. Maybe it could be an Annette. Okay, apparently it's both. I mean, yeah. Crixie and Annette apparently for the side of GGWP.
Double support here for the side of GGWP ladies. I don't know if that could be a good idea, but Aram is definitely a better one. Locking in a pretty solid frontline tank and some good amount of damage as well.
Yeah, Aram is actually quite difficult and irritating to deal with. Like, you're trying to take her down, but man, just those flying thingies are just protecting her as much as they can.
Yeah, getting a lot of regen as well every time they hit a target. Keeps Aram alive even more. It allows the game to just go on for longer, which is I think what you want, especially if you have a Hayate on your composition. You want that game to go a bit longer than it really should.
Alrighty, so bans are being added up right here. Nakroth, the last pick for the first rotation on SES on to the right side, which is the right side. Finnick won't be seeing the light of day apparently in this game too.
Yep, no more Fennec shenanigans. Of course, Delanis is still a pretty open pick. I'm not sure if that's been picked up by SES ladies. Still is a possibility to pick up for GGWP ladies as well. However, of course, the Mirror is another tool that you want to remove from the composition, especially if you have a Sephara. Sephara is usually good if your enemies are farther away from her, so that you can stun them before they approach and then do a lot of damage. But if they can dive on you properly, that's usually the weak point of the Sephara composition.
Well, will they be able to pull it off? I mean, they have quite a more basic lineup, Nakroth and a Florentino. And Florentino can just try to burst anyone down who tries to go near Sephara, and Sephara will do the follow-up, and you know, they can turn the tables around.
There you go, Telanis. GGW realizing, hey, we left a pretty strong option out on the board. We need to deal with that right away, and banning it out is a pretty good move. On the other side, though, you already have a Nakroth and Florentino. That's pretty strong dives and pretty strong assassination potential coming in from SES ladies. They're going for a bit of a different approach here on the draft.
Will that different approach work for them though? That is the question, and they are taking their sweet time with this fourth pick. I wonder who will it be though?
Big possibilities here for a solid frontline to tank. I would go for Baldwin, absolutely. If you want to go for frontline, this is the way to go. Can disrupt the plans of GGW ladies, can stop that Aram from going crazy. Same with the Hayate. Cannot slip away if you are trapped on the ground. That's usually the way that you deal with picks like this. Zephyrus though and the Scud. Something that can stay alive even though the Baldwin can cut you off and slow you down.
Scud finally being picked up here today, and let's see who will be the last pick for the side of SES ladies. Zephyrus being picked up by GGWP ladies as well. It's from what I can observe, GGWP ladies' draft right now has less damage compared to what they had in game 1, but right now they have a solid frontliner, and I guess the course will just going to have to do their business and snipe or take other people down from the back line.
That they do. Indeed. Right now though, Zephys and Scud. Pretty solid picks. It's gonna be very difficult to come out with a counter for that. Not sure the Valheim is what they want to pick. Looks like they will lock it in anyway. So good old-fashioned burst damage. See if they can use it properly this time around. A few games back, we saw Valheim getting picked up. Did not really work the magic. Have to wait and see if this is gonna be a different story.
Maybe they're just gonna use Valheim
10
mostly
seconds
for his
remaining.
stun. I mean, if they do get to stun one or two people, anyone can just jump in, and if Florentino is fed or he is able to get the items that he needs, it could be the perfect setup that they need. And top it off with a Sephira that can just support them at the back line.
Yeah, and the Florentino again is one of those pretty solid picks as well, where it's really OP, I would say, and he just has so much sustainability that will allow if SES ladies they want this game to go on longer, this is the direction they want to go to, and this is also one of the ways that SES ladies can just buy time for the Nacroft and the Valheim to scale on later into the game.
The thing is though, what if the two picks did not scale or they're not able to go online? It could spell really bad for them.
Yeah,
so basically it's gonna be a double-edged sword.
We're gonna be lacking in damage unless the Florentino can catch up. That's gonna be the big question here, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2 for GGW ladies versus SES ladies. On the blue side is GGWP. On the Hayate, Bell on the Scud, Malia on the Aram, Naki on the Zephys, and of course Celia on the Grixie. So on the side SES, you have Nick Shine on the Sephira, Colin on the Valheim, Kitty on the Nacroft, Lunox on the Baldum, and Brown on the Florentino.
Alrighty, so again, like the setup that we're all used to, early game, there's gonna farm, clear out waves, and I think we're gonna see a replay of what game 1 was like. Full on objectives, just gonna take the game really slow, make sure that they're gonna get the farm that they need, and just get all that jungle creep cleaned out. Brown gets cornered there for a bit. I thought she was gonna be in it for a bad time, but she was able to get away.
I was pretty sure that was gonna be a bad time there for GGWP ladies as well, but looks like they're all gonna be able to make it out alive. SES right now pretty much even. Keeping that Hayate alive is also going to be very important. Nacroft, we're going to have to keep an eye on that guy as well. However, mid lane going to be the point of contention here for GGWP, trying to get that Scud in a good position. Not going to be able to catch anyone yet on the bush.
Aram's lines apparently not enough to stun or zone out these two members from SES ladies. Itemization's up right here, nothing too unusual. So they're just slowly but surely building up and trying to wait for their core items to be up. Kitty, of course, jumps in, dives in, try and give a surprise attack, but I guess that just wasn't enough. They are the green team, the blue team though, clearing out again their jungle area.
Jungle looking a lot cleaner here for this side, and that just means that gold is in the right pockets. However, GGWP, they want to get more as they head over to the Abyssal Dragon.
And the first Abyssal Dragon of the game SES tried to contest this, but looks like they won't be able to get it. But now they are actually slowly grouping towards this Abyssal Dragon. Oh no!
Want to go for the reset, but looks like they're going to be knocked up instead. Team 5 looking really good here. GGWP, they're going to be stopping the aggression coming in from SES and force them to back off. They go for the Abyssal Dragon in their stead. Looks like this time around they might be able to take it. It's half right now. We got Sephira on the backside.
Oh, Shagan tried to steal it, but apparently it is not gonna happen. GGWP securing that first Abyssal Dragon.
That could have gone either way, and SES, they just lacked a little bit of damage to clean that up before GGWP ladies arrived to the scene. Seems the crime looked really sketchy, and they were caught red-handed trying to get that cookie.
Still, no. I actually really like these types of gameplays. I mean, it's not what we usually see or do, but it's it pretty much shows us the high caliber type of AOV, like
Yeah.
just the like what I've been saying, purely objective. Just fight if you're forced. I mean, look at this right now. That's literally two of them, but Malaya did not do anything.
Yeah, very impressively, they were also able to just try to farm and then go out. That's usually what you want to do for GGW as well as SES. So this could still go either way. I mean, that gold lead is not significant yet. However, they go for the check on the bush. Kitty, of course, is one of those guys that we have to watch out for in SES. That Nakroff, we have to check the items and the gold. See the direction that the red side is going.
Always make sure that they are being kept at bay. Blue team looking pretty strong, but Kitty gets caught out trying to steal it. That is a kill going over to GGWP First Blood, finally being up quite early into game 2. GGWP utilizing that one mistake from SES ladies.
Yeah, ballroom crowd control on 4 people. Apparently not enough. Stop. Rampage, of course, will be one more kill, and another one is a big possibility in the mid lane.
Oh no! I thought they were actually gonna go through that, but I guess the moment Naki says hi, they just disperse immediately.
And they
Lunox gets
re-engage.
called out, but he jumps out.
Engaging right away around that buff area, spotting out that, you know what, SES ladies, they're quite low. Why don't we go for the Missile Dragon? No one can contest. It looks like that will be the case, going over to the blue side once more.
Smart move from GGWP right here. I mean, they're really aware of the whereabouts of SES ladies onto the map, and they used it to their advantage in the sense that they can bag out the objectives. Sephora apparently is a strong pick, but it's not working so far because SES just forced being to go back, but Kitty being stopped right here. Guess somebody was able to jump away by just the last bar of his health, and GGWP securing that jungle objective at their area. Okay,
Yep.
safe.
If you want to be able to use a Crixie properly, that is one way to do it. Go around an area which with very little entrances and exits, and it's gonna give your enemy a hard time trying to get near this guy, even though he's really squishy. If you have especially teammates around the area,
Man,
usually it's
he
very easy.
keeps damage output just demolished that on the bot lane. That's pretty scary. I don't know. I mean, they spent a lot of time in the jungle. Lunox being caught out right here, but able to get away. So, alright, just gonna focus going back to clearing out the wave and zoning out the enemies. Kitty though, right here at the mid lane, 2 or 3 bars of her life left.
Yep, Kitty taking really low here. That team fight looks like GGW ladies, they're going to be going for a 5-man push on the bottom lane, 4-man rather, and they are going to get rewarded very heavily.
They're under 2, but they don't care. Look at the life bar disappearing on the side of SES, and Malaya being able to bag another kill. That was so smooth here at the mid lane. Bell able to zone out this enemy, this Kitty, but Kitty of course decided to re-engage. Kitty gets stunned, but of course this is gonna be a 1v1, still wanna give it a go, but apparently the burst and the damage is just enough to surprise Kitty and force her to back away. That was a 2-3 for none in favor of GGWP ladies. Bell at the top lane versus this Florentino, but of course you gotta respect the damage output of that pick, and Bell decides to get away.
Yeah, Scud, one hit, basically pushed Kitty into 1% HP. That was all it took from half, so it's very scary, and this Scud, despite being supposedly a tank, is actually putting up quite a lot of damage.
Ooh, okay, that was so close. I thought he won't be able to recall back to their base, but alright, GGWP right now, they have the map control, they have the map awareness, and they are dictating the tempo of the game. Going over here at the mid lane, just 2 of them is gonna spell bad. Wait,
Like he's
alright,
gonna be
I'll
able to just at least
just chill.
provide enough threat. Keep Malia alive here on the Sephora.
Abyssal Dragon being eyed by GGWP right here, but I guess that's just a bait because they decided to go with the easier objective first.
Look, this Aram really doing a lot of work here for GGWP ladies in the mid lane. There's very little that SES can actually do to stop him. Even the Zephyrs right now doing pretty much going for engages anytime he wants to. Top lane,
Gets
though.
locked up, but that was a really nice initiate. But GGWP able to secure the Abyssal Dragon, and look, things are not spelling out too well for that member on from SES ladies. But Kiddy, that was Kiddy, able to get away. Kiddy, man, this girl, she usually plays with death. Like, she's always 1 or 2 bars away from dying, but she always manages to get away.
Bad sign for SES though, that Baldum having a hard time engaging, and that Scud able to 2v1 quite easily. This could be a scary tower dive.
Oh no, goodbye. Probably that is not enough, and that is another kill going over to GGWP. Brown was the one that got cut out, and to top that off, they are able to get a red team tower, maybe at the mid lane as well. But Farah trying to defend the turret as much as she can, manage to save it by just the skin of its teeth. But of course, that's just 1-2 hits down anyway.
Right? That Hayate just doing enough. Not really the star of the show, but does a lot of damage as well, just to clear up the waves, clear up the tower. All that gold still going to the blue side.
Well, just tapping and just, I don't know, I'm trying to scare off Sphera at the top lane. Kiddy now rotating over to the bottom. I mean, I like Kiddy's confidence, but the damage output, I'm still looking for it.
Yeah, the damage output is something that you also want to find on this Nacroft, but right now they are not finding it at all. Almost 4,000 gold lead for GGW ladies, and they are pretty much in control of more than 70% of the map. It's very difficult for SES to actually walk out without the threat of them dying right away.
And slowly but surely, SES ladies, their area or their map area is being demolished and being turned into a little area as the minutes or seconds go by, all because of GGWP ladies just storming in this game.
Yeah, this was the Dark Slayer. And very easy, no one to contest at all here for GGWP. Cannot believe that happened, but it did. Abyssal Dragon going over to SES though, so they're gonna take that trade for the meantime, and looks like it will be the siege for the blue side around the jungle.
Oh no, Sifera gets knocked up, and look at the damage output. They are jumping in, but he was able to get away with the use of her movement speed buff.
Everyone else gonna start disengaging. For the meantime, looks like it will be GGWP making use of Darkslayer, just saving that Drake for the big push, and looks like they will use it on the bottom side.
On the bottom side, indeed. But SES, of course, they're gonna secure their jungle first before GGWP decides to steal it away from them. I gotta say, this Crixie pick is working really well for GGWP. I did not expect Crixie to go so well in this composition.
Yeah, Crixie is actually pretty good, especially if you can't go near them and no one good to dive available to take him down. Now even Kitty, he's supposed to be the one taking down the Crixie, but he's the one being pushed back over and over.
Yes, being taken down or pushed back by the Crixie instead. And that's another turret going down to the side of SES. They were SES only able to secure the turret, but other than that, it's gonna be a GGWP ladies game, and they're just waiting for the perfect. I'm just like, no, why? They should come ahead, and that is jump in and a quit of a wrong mistake on the side of SES. Look at the life bars being demolished right there. 3 people already down onto the side of SES. Blue super minions already being deployed, and they're just storming onto their enemy's base. Will this be it? I think this is it. Ultimate going over to GGWP, and possibly game number 2 as well.
Chase and a win, 2-0. Good game, well played indeed. To the blue side, GGWP ladies.
And I think that's why they're named GGWP ladies.
That's right. Definitely had a great game. It was a 2-0. It was one of the quickest 2-0s as well we've seen today. So congratulations to those guys. And hopefully we can also see more of SES sometime soon, and maybe the next qualifiers. But for the meantime, GGW ladies, they take away the opportunity to continue on until tomorrow for the semis.
Yep, that is true. So again, that was the last series. GGWP ladies bagging it out with a smooth 2-0. Apparently today is full of 2-0s. Like, do these girls have a date or something? They want to end the series early.
That's right, they really do. And because of that, of course, it will be a very quick and painless death for SES ladies. And we will see these GGWP ladies tomorrow alongside M8 Hexa, Evos Esports, DG ladies, First Blood ladies, Luna, and Team Khaleesi. Right now, Off Limits and SWE Hertz are still ongoing as well. So hopefully we can get some updates about that later on. Yeah, for the meantime, these are the teams that you will see tomorrow. Same time, ladies and gentlemen. That's GMT plus 7 at 7 p.m. and GMT plus 8 at 8 p.m.
So like the page, turn on that notification button so the moment we go live, you guys will be notified. And we will see day 2 of FSL AOV qualifiers.
That's right. Of course, for the meantime, on behalf of FSL Circuit, for everyone, all the staff here, we thank you so much for joining us today. Of course, we have been your casters. I'm Rockhart.
And I'm Miko.
This is FSL Circuit Arena of Valor. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned tomorrow for more. Thank you so much to our sponsors. We will see you guys next time.